guys, Bilbo10000 here, and welcome back to another episode of Rate Their Chances, the video series where we research and rate the chances of potential newcomers for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. If you've missed the previous two episodes in the series, make sure to click the card in the top right corner and check out our previous episodes. Today we'll be taking on a different style of newcomer, the Echo Fighter. As of Smash Bros. Ultimate, Echo Fighters are now an official term for clone characters such as Lucina and Dark Pit, with Daisy joining the mix as well. By definition, an Echo Fighter is a character who shares the same moveset with the character they echo, but their moves have different effects and statistics. This is important to note when evaluating potential newcomer Echo Fighters, and today I'll be looking at 5 of the most heavily requested newcomers that I've seen around the block. But keep in mind, I am analysing these 5 characters and their scores based on their abilities as an Echo Fighter. I will not be analysing their potential to be a unique newcomer, as we can save that for another video. Today, our 5 Echo Fighters we'll be discussing are the Octolings, based off of the Inkling, Shadow the Hedgehog, based off of Sonic the Hedgehog, Isabelle, based off of the Villager, Impa, based off of Sheik, and Dark Samus, based off of Samus. I decided to focus on one third-party Echo, as I personally don't see third-party characters getting their own Echoes due to Sakurai's mentality of treating third-party characters like honoured guests. And as I can only focus on 5 characters per video, there are some Echo suggestions like Funky Kong, Ken from Street Fighter, and Ninten from Mother 1, who I won't be covering here, but know that they're on my radar. Anyway, let's begin, and make sure to share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you disagree with my argument, just remember that this is all a subjective opinion, and I don't represent the views of Sakurai or the Smash team. I'm just a fan of Smash who wants to share my thoughts. For our first Echo, we're going to the most recent IP added to the roster, Splatoon. The Inklings and their ink-based attacks are unique to their playstyle, and everyone feels the Octolings would make a great Echo Fighter for their character. But is this the case? Firstly, could the Octolings use the Inklings moveset and feel natural? The answer is very easily a yes. While I haven't played the Splatoon games myself, I am aware that you can play as the Octolings as of the release of the Octo expansion for Splatoon 2, meaning they'd have to play like the Inklings to work in multiplayer battles. However, while the Octolings are definitely an Echo candidate for the Inklings, the real question is whether it would actually be worth creating them. With Echo Fighters, people are scrambling for characters to become Echoes without considering whether that character would be a worthwhile addition to the roster. The Octolings, I feel, and this is just a personal opinion, are still too new as far as being playable in Splatoon 2 to warrant their inclusion in Smash Bros. They rose to popularity with the Octo expansion after being enemies in Splatoon 1 and 2, but I feel that Splatoon as an IP, despite its amazing sales, is still new to Smash Bros. This is their debut in the fighting game series, and getting 2 characters, even if the Octolings are an Echo, feels a bit much when the Inklings and their alternate costume variants are already in the game. However, that's a personal opinion, as I'd prefer to see more IPs be represented, given Sakurai's statement on limited newcomer slots. As for gameplay, there is one small issue of ink colours. The Octolings would require 8 different colours that stand out enough in comparison to the Inklings' colours so that online matches aren't overly hectic and difficult to make out. It's an extra layer of work that I don't know whether Sakurai would take on, though it's not an impossible task by any means. Overall, as an Echo Fighter specifically, I'll give the Octolings a strong 60% chance. The main gripe I have is that their IP is still young and fresh and they just got their first fighter in the Inklings, and we don't need a second Splatoon character just yet. As for Want, I'll give 60% again. I like their designs, and the Inklings look like great fun, so I'd enjoy the Octolings as well. But my main issue is just personal, as I'd rather see other IPs be represented. The only third-party character in this video, Shadow the Hedgehog is a highly requested Echo fighter whom has caused many debates in the Smash Bros. Ultimate discussion over on Smashboards, as well as in the Smash community in general. He seemed to be the first person people went to when they heard about the Echo fighters, so let's see whether he's prime Echo material or not. Can he use Sonic's base moveset and still feel natural? On a base level, yes. Shadow is a clone of Sonic, so much so that in his debut game, Sonic Adventure 2, people confused the two hedgehogs for each other. However, post-Sonic Adventure 2, Shadow has carved out his own playstyle and niche, and I'm not just talking about the guns. He's more than just a Sonic clone, and due to his personality, if he were to inherit Sonic's moveset, some of the animations would need to be changed drastically to fit his more edgy persona. There's always been an element of goofiness to the way Sonic fights that just wouldn't look right with Shadow. Shadow also utilizes the power of the Chaos Emeralds, with his signature move being the Chaos Spear. Why not go the extra mile and make Shadow a Dr. Mario or a Luigi-style clone, by giving him some of his unique abilities from the series, while maybe keeping the Sonic spin dash attacks? I think settling as a Sonic Echo is not doing Shadow justice as a character or portraying him correctly. And as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I personally don't believe third-party Echoes will be considered due to their honorary guest status in the Smash Bros. Game. The only third party who I could see being exempt from this rule is Ken from Street Fighter, as he's literally a Ryu clone in his source games. So, keeping in mind that I'm giving ratings based on the likelihood as an Echo only, not as a unique fighter, I give Shadow a chance score of 20%. While I'd love to give him a lower score for Echo probability, the truth is we don't know how third-party Echoes will work or if they'll exist at all. So until that is confirmed, I have to keep the possibility open that he could be added. As for my want score, Shadow gets a 0%, because I don't want an Echo fighter of Shadow. I want a unique variant of Shadow. I'd like to see a unique moveset that embodies who Shadow the Hedgehog truly is, and that would get a 70% want score from me, if Shadow was unique. Though personally, if we're getting a new Sonic rep, I would rather have Tails, as he is the universal player 2 from that franchise. With the slew of assist trophies that haven't yet been seen since Smash 4, Isabelle is among those not yet shown, and people are speculating her chances of being a Villager Echo because of this. So the question is, would Isabelle work as an Echo fighter? The big concern I have with this theory is that the models of the Echo fighter, compared to who they are echoing, have to be the same. Lucina and Marth, Pit and Dark Pit, Peach and Daisy. It's basically like they are alt costumes. Isabelle already has an issue in that her model doesn't exactly directly match the villager's own model in-game, which puts a little bit of a damper on things if we're going by the model theory. The other concern is that Isabelle is the face of Animal Crossing at this point, there's no denying that, but would Nintendo be willing to allow Isabelle to be smashed and beaten up in the Smash Bros. Fighting game? Seeing Isabelle get blown up in Ridley's final Smash, is that something Nintendo are willing to allow for their cutest, most innocent assistant? It's a valid concern given Isabelle is canonically a pacifist. There's a reason why her assist trophy from Smash 4 is just her throwing healing items into the mix. And don't get me started on Isabelle possibly wielding an axe if she had the villager's moveset. Oh god. However, despite my concerns, Isabelle's chance score remains at a solid 40%. If there's any character that they could shoehorn in as an Echo, Isabelle would be a potential promotional character to help boost Animal Crossing as a franchise. Though I won't lie, as far as a want score, Isabelle gets a 15%. I feel there are many other characters, both Echoes and unique, who deserve to be in Smash above Isabelle, and I don't personally feel much for her character at all. Echoes so far have very much had a personal connection. Marth and Lucina, as Lucina pretended to be Marth in Awakening. Pit and Dark Pit are literally the same person. Peach and Daisy, Daisy was created as an XP for Peach, and for the Super Mario Land game. Echoes only make sense as clones if they work with their echoed fighter in canon, which is why I personally don't think Isabelle will get in. When bringing up the topic of a potential new Zelda character, it feels like I'm either met with agreement by fans of the franchise, or disagreement by Smash fans who feel that 6 characters is enough. But here's the thing, 3 of those Zelda characters are just different Link variants, 2 of those characters are different forms of Zelda, and then there's Ganondorf. It's just the Triforce trio. So I have to admit, this is why I'm not exactly hyped by the idea of Impa as an Echo Fighter for Sheik. Impa, being a member of the Sheikah clan, would easily be able to adopt the moveset that Sheik utilizes within the Smash games, as it is implied that Impa was the person who taught Zelda through those years in Ocarina of Time. She is one of the few characters who appears frequently in the Zelda games, from Ocarina all the way to Breath of the Wild, in many different forms. As such, people feel she's a perfect candidate for the next Zelda newcomer, and as an Echo Fighter she'd have absolutely no problems. In fact, I think she's a perfect example of an Echo Fighter when it comes to her comparisons to Sheik. My issue, as I alluded to in the first paragraph of this segment, is that it's another clone character for the Zelda franchise. Given how absolutely massive Zelda has become, I think it's fair to ask for a new character that isn't a clone or a semi-clone to be added to the roster. There are so many brilliant characters and races that can be represented in the franchise, with my personal votes going to Skull Kid or Revali, but it's whether Sakurai feels like Zelda needs another clone or not that determines Impa's inclusion. Her chance score, in my eyes, is extremely high, 70% in fact, as I feel she would be the next newcomer to be added, though I'm personally praying she is a unique fighter and not a clone. But her want score, as far as an Echo Fighter goes, is 5%, as I really don't want another Legend of Zelda clone character. I really want to see another unique character, and I feel very strongly about this given the character representation in Smash Bros. So far for the Legend of Zelda franchise. Come on, Sakurai! Stop assist trophying all the good characters! Dark Samus, much like Isabelle, is a character whose assist trophy from Smash 4 has yet to be spotted. However, unlike Isabelle, Dark Samus as an Echo is much more likely in comparison. Dark Samus could easily use Samus's moveset and still work as a character. Their character models would be identical, so that part of the programming's not an issue, and if we're going into conspiracy theories, Samus's Dark Samus alternate costume was missing from the E3 demo. However, that doesn't hold too much stock given Meta Ridley's costume was also missing and he was shown in the trailer for his promo, so there could be costumes that simply haven't been implemented yet. However, after talking with many fans of the Metroid franchise, it seems that Dark Samus suffers from the same problem Shadow does, in that there is potential for a more unique moveset that would be lost if Dark Samus was echoed. Just take the assist trophy from Smash 4, and the tentacle-like attacks Dark Samus can create as proof that she has an alternate moveset. These would be lost with the translation to Echo Fighter, and on top of this, we've still not seen at least 20 assist trophies at minimum for the game, so until it's confirmed that Dark Samus' trophy is back or not, I'm skeptical about their chances. They do fit the bill, however, for the current pattern that the Echo Fighters hold, being literal clones or XPs of the original fighter in their game's canon, so Dark Samus has a higher shot than some of the other Echo Fighters here. I'll give Dark Samus an 80% chance in the event that her assist trophy has not returned from Smash 4. However, with Ridley already added to the roster, Metroid's feeling pretty good this game without any extra additions, and personally I'd rather not get another dark clone character. So my want score for Dark Samus is 5%, as I don't hold an attachment to the character, and I'd much rather see a different newcomer get in instead. Thank you very much for watching. Those were my thoughts on 5 of the more popular clone characters to be suggested as Echoes. If you guys couldn't tell, I'm not too high on the idea of many different Echo Fighters, as I'd rather many of the suggested characters get in with a unique moveset, or at least be semi-clones like Roy or Melee Luigi. It'd be bittersweet if your most wanted character got announced as an Echo, or worse yet, an Echo of a character you dislike the playstyle of. Anyway, if you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next week where we'll be taking a look at third-party characters and their chances in Ultimate, including fan favorite, Geno. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. Hey there guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I want to give a quick shout out to my Patreons down below. You can see their names down below. If you want to become a Patreon yourself and help support the channel, there are links down below in the description. Next week, we're going to be tackling third-party characters. That's going to be really exciting. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.